The definitive edition is actually called the Final Update in Arabic, so yeah, this game is cooked. Rest in pepperonis to my favorite MK game in a while. It had issues, don't get me wrong, especially on release, but still, MK1 quickly became my favorite NetherRealm game. So since Mortal Kombat 1 is dead now, it's time to mourn with some nice words. Since that's what happens at funerals, please allow me to explain what I loved about Mortal Kombat 1. And don't worry, because there's a hate video on the way too, but today's video is positive. So in the comments down below, let me know what you loved about this game as well, because I like making these videos interactive. And if you love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, then get excited, because GamerSupps has 6 new cups on the way with your favorite JoJo characters. That's right, they launched today, and my link down below gets you 10% off. Or if you prefer, just use code UNDERDOG, either way works. But I want to make sure you get that discount, because GamerSupps has so much amazing stuff. Even if you're not a JoJo fan, there's still merch, flavors, soups even. GamerSupps has soup now. They've got pixel cups, creator cups, and of course the famous waifu cups. And every single purchase you make supports this channel directly. So what are you waiting for? Check out GamerSupps today with my link down below. Get yourself 10% off. Alright, here we go. What I loved about Mortal Kombat 1. More than anything, the gameplay is what I love the most. Finally, you had to work for that damage. No more cheap crushing blows or unreactable fatal blows. Both of those are gone, and you actually need to work if you want to get 35%, 50%. You get the idea. No more 2 throws crushing blow that does 50% combined. No more of that. Just like Maximilian, dude, I hated that feature.
Hey bro, you're just gonna watch this 5 to 7 second throw animation again and again and again. I will never forgive Mortal Kombat 11. That game made me hate throws, dude. I hate throws. I can't stand them. NRS games, I cannot watch these throw animations again and again and again. Like, oh my god, dude.
You threw me once while I was pressing buttons, then the next throw did a crushing blow, so those 2 throws combined was close to 50% damage. Yeah, you definitely earned that for throwing me twice. Now, you still can get damage off a throw in Mortal Kombat 1 by summoning a cameo with proper timing, but it required skill now and some resources. It was clever. If Scorpion back throws me and summons a cameo for a combo, I think they earned that damage because the timing is specific and requires meter 2. Plus the forward throw can't do that, which means breaking back throw is more consistent, and I know to press square because the back throw does more damage. However, if the opponent knows that, they can just keep doing forward throw over and over again, and that's still going to be a good amount of damage. So in other words, the mind game was still there, but it wasn't brain dead like in Mortal Kombat 11. Then you had the counter hit crushing blows, which were also cheap. You press 3 buttons and get 35% just because I was pressing buttons too and barely misspaced it. Don't get me wrong, whiff punishing and counter hits are hype, but 35% for just 3 buttons is way too much. And some characters had multiple. I think Cabal alone had 6 different counter hit crushing blows. It was nuts. And you had to watch them over and over again, especially the uppercut crushing blow. Every character had this and landed it guaranteed every single match because everybody was mashing it at least once a match, because why not? Uppercuts are safe on block, so throw it out there and just see if it lands. Mortal Kombat 11 had tons of scrubby stuff like that, and it's gone in Mortal Kombat 1. I love how in Mortal Kombat 1, if you wanted that damage, you had to actually learn the combos. You had to actually earn it. And also, the fatal blow finally had a screen pause, so it was reactable. You couldn't just do it randomly. You had to actually combo into it or catch the opponent pressing buttons. You couldn't just throw it out there at 10, 12, 16 frames and make an unreactable attack. It's not possible anymore. I also love the combo breaker change. I know many people aren't a fan of it being 3 bars, but I honestly am, because I don't like seeing combo breaker 3 or 4 times a match. That's just too much in my opinion. It's one of the main gripes I had with MK9. Nobody ever did X-Ray or even a lot of enhanced moves because they were always saving up for combo breaker. But in Mortal Kombat 1, you needed all 3 bars and your cameo character had to be available too, which was a nice touch. If I hit your cameo character, you could not do fatal blow on me, and I knew that. There was finally a mind game to fatal blow, whereas in Mortal Kombat 11, you knew the opponent was going to do it at some point because there was no reason not to. They got it back in 5 seconds. Oh, and also Mortal Kombat 1 did something really cool where some characters can actually absorb their fatal blow for a character buff and get special moves that cancel into each other or pokes that cancel into each other. It was super cool for Melina and Baraka, maybe one other character. They could sacrifice their fatal blow for a character buff instead that gave them new abilities, and I find that really cool. I hope the next Mortal Kombat game has that as well. Oh my god, the roster too. I took way too long to mention the roster for Mortal Kombat 1. Finally, we have a lot of 3D era characters. Some of them are cameos, but still, we have a lot of 3D 3D era characters in Mortal Kombat 1, and that's so sick. Because keep in mind, players have been requesting this for every single game. Mortal Kombat 9 had like 2 3D characters, and that's it. Then Mortal Kombat X had a couple too, along with Mortal Kombat 11, but for the longest time, fans kept requesting the same 3D era characters, and honestly, a 3D era focused game, and finally, Mortal Kombat 1 gave it to us. So that's one more thing I'm very thankful for. Natara is super fun to play. I hate the Megan Fox voice acting, but man, she's fun to play and looks really cool too. And the same goes for Havik and Ashura. These 3D era characters have never looked cooler or been more fun to play. The personalities aren't always that good and the writing might suck, but everything else gameplay wise is amazing with these characters. Which is one more reason I'm gonna miss Mortal Kombat 1. You know a lot of these characters are not gonna return for the sequel and I'm gonna miss them, but thankfully their gameplay was realized super well in Mortal Kombat 1 and we can always come back to this game, so there's that. Which is one more thing I agree with Maximilian dude on.
This game's fucking cool now, and I can see myself if anybody else asked me, hey dude, you want to go back and play MK11? You want to go back and play Injustice 2? And I'm gonna be like, I don't know dude, we have to make some rules here. And if we talk about, hey, you want to go back and play MK1? I'm like, oh hell yeah dude, I can play Conan, maybe I can learn Noob Saibot. This shit's cool dude. This game's fucking cool now.
I don't really want to go back and play Mortal Kombat 11, except for maybe Shao Kahn and Frost, but that's it. Whereas Mortal Kombat 1 is gonna keep me coming back for years now, because there's so many awesome 3D era characters, and I just love the gameplay in general. It's so much fun with so much depth. But next up, let's talk about costumes, because Mortal Kombat 1 actually had holiday-themed outfits, not just Halloween like MK11, but Christmas costumes, Thanksgiving-themed stuff, even the holiday fatalities, which cost way too much out of the gate, and honestly, I don't think you should charge for fatalities, even though MKX did it too and nobody talks about it. For some reason that game gets a pass, but for the record, I don't think you should charge for fatalities, but I like that holiday themes are in Mortal Kombat 1. And I found it very strange how MK11 did not have any Christmas themed stuff. No Christmas costumes, no Christmas gear, not even holiday events I don't think. I even googled it today to double check, but no, Mortal Kombat 11 did not have Christmas themed outfits or costumes. It's really weird. Thankfully Mortal Kombat 1 does, and they look good, dude. Christmas Shao, Christmas Katana, Reptile, and the cameos too all look really good. Honestly, fantastic costumes. And you can get them for free, which is one more awesome thing about Mortal Kombat 1. There was a way to get these costumes for free. MK11 did not do that. For Mortal Kombat 1, literally any costume can be purchased for free. Not all of them together, but some costumes in particular, if you save up, you can get them for free, and I like that. The next Mortal Kombat game needs to do that too, and also have them be $4 to $5 out of the gate, okay? Don't try and be slick with the $10 like Mortal Kombat 1 did at the start. That was super scummy and way too expensive. $5, honestly $3 should be the price. But every company is about to charge $80 for their games instead of $70, so everything gets more expensive. $5 is probably the best we can hope for. Every other game is charging that. Anyways, there should always be an option to get the costumes for free using in-game currency. I like that. But then finally, last but not least, we have the Floyd event. There was nothing monetizable about this. Neither NetherRealm or WB made any money from the Floyd event. In fact, they didn't even advertise it at all until the definitive edition trailer. You won't find a single tweet, a single social media post, or any advertising at all about the Floyd event. The entire thing was completely free and 100% for the players. None of it benefited WB or NetherRealm at all. It was just for fun. And the entire community got involved. It was awesome. Everyone went online and discovered what the challenges were named, what you had to do to complete the challenges, like what they actually entailed, how to get to Floyd as quickly as possible, how many challenges you had to do when these challenges unlocked. It was a massive event that got everybody involved, all to discover how you fight Floyd and unlock the new stage. It was so cool. You can ask around online. The secret Floyd event is one of the coolest things to happen in a Mortal Kombat game for decades. It honestly is. Never before has the entire community come together to solve this enigma. How do we find Floyd? How do we beat him? And what do we unlock? All that incredible stuff. It was so cool. Even though I know there's still some big Mortal Kombat 1 haters, even they must admit the secret Floyd fight event was so cool, along with all the free stuff. Yes, the game had issues like invasion mode and being released way too early, the crazy microtransactions, trust me, I know. And I've made videos covering all of it. This game was far from perfect, but even so, I'm gonna miss it. There's so many things I loved about Mortal Kombat 1, and if it were up to me, we'd get that final combat pack because I want more characters in this game. It's so much fun. But like mentioned earlier, there, let me know your thoughts in the comments below because I love making these videos interactive. And then while you're down there, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It really does help my channel out a ton. Every single like is a big help. And finally, finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.